What is going on YouTube? Hidden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500 if we have time. Specifically, today's video, we have to talk about, the facts right now. You can see clearly S&P 500 clearly found some sort of bottom and prices started to swing back to the upside here, currently retesting a major resistance that we've drawn out and have been tracking since early November here. So this is interesting. We definitely have to speak about the S&P 500 a little bit more, as well as the Feds in today's video. You can also see right now that it appears that we might have hit the bottom. As I said in yesterday's video, you can see I literally said we hit bottom. XRP Ripple holders, analysts expect a small recovery, swings back to the upside as we expected. No all-time highs, but definitely a reversal. You can see now, checking out the markets here, we seem to have been breaking above our falling wedge pattern within Bitcoin, bouncing off bottom support here, breaking through a falling wedge that has been started a very long time ago. We now are starting to see prices break through it. Ethereum is starting to see a pretty substantial run to the upside here, which is exciting. And XRP is also starting to see a pretty substantial run to the upside, which is also exciting. We're also breaking through our downtrend on the relative strength indicator, signaling another bottom is in, reversal back to the upside here. So I'm getting very excited to go over these things in today's video, as I do believe the bottom is in. As we said in yesterday's video, clearly right here, we hit the bottom, basically forming that this is it. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. I even drew it in the thumbnail for you guys to see. We did hit a bottom. We had a falling wedge, and that at this bottom we'd break out of the downtrend, the resistance, and we'd start to see a big swing to the upside here. Now, what's interesting is the fact that the S&P 500 swinging up just as fast and quickly in the same reference as other cryptocurrencies are. We're starting to see 2 days of big swings to the upside, S&P seeing the same thing. And quite ironically, I found this article here which says, is Bitcoin trading in tandem with stocks? This chart shows that the relationship as markets face a more hawkish Fed. We discussed this. We even made a video a couple of days ago, maybe 2 or 3 days ago, in regards to the fact that the Fed is crashing the crypto market. And it's quite interesting to see that it seems like other people are starting to pay attention to this too. So we have to talk a lot about that. Otherwise, guys, today's video is brought to us by Clifford Inu. Hopefully you guys have heard of Clifford Inu. I've actually seen it quite a few times on the current coin market cap, but we are going to be talking a little bit more about this token at the end of today's video. They're a deflationary dog token that never stops growing to the upside here. So more information about them will be at the end of today's video, so definitely stay tuned for that. And with that being said, I have linked them down in the description below if you'd like to check them out earlier, but definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, I don't even know where to start. There's definitely a lot to talk about in today's video, and I definitely recommend staying till the end, as there is a lot of information to process currently. First and foremost, top 10 cryptocurrencies, everything is doing extremely well today. We're starting to see some sort of bounce in regards to the fact that maybe we found some sort of bottom, that there might be a bottom that's in on the market, and we're starting to see prices start to, swing back up, which is exciting. 3.9%, 5.6, 4.4, 4.7. It seems and appears like a bottom has been in on these cryptocurrencies. And what's interesting too, hopefully you guys have watched my Chainlink video, which I put out yesterday, but you can see, where's the link? Let me just find it. Chainlink has been up. It's actually been up quite substantially here, but I would definitely recommend watching that if you haven't already. But if I just pull up TradingView here and I pull up Link, you can actually see an interesting pattern that's forming here. Link to US dollar shows what's foreshadowing what appears to be happening within within XRP here. You can see if I jump to the weekly right now, there is a massive symmetrical triangle forming on this coin here, very similar to what's actually happening on XRP. If we jump to XRP's weekly charts here, you can see that it appears like XRP has just recently retested B to C formation on its symmetrical triangle on its Elliott wave here. B to C, I can just move this a little bit farther down. It doesn't really matter. I guess right in the middle. And now we're looking for a C to D movement, and you can see Chainlink has just seen a B to C movement, and it just completed a C to D movement, in the opposite formation, working inversely compared to the market. So while markets were all tanking, you can see while XRP was tanking to the downside from B to C here, Chainlink was actually swinging C to D and doing the inverse and swinging all the way to the upside. So this is a strong believer as to why I think we're going to see XRP and these other cryptos see that same movement now. We're looking for a C to D confirmation, which is pretty exciting here. But I do want to talk also about a few other things here. You can see right now that we did clearly break through right now in XRP, the downtrend, the falling wedge pattern. And because yesterday we managed to close above our daily and 4-hour resistance, you can see clearly this is the lower high falling wedge pattern that's been forming here. Clear stair-stepping pattern. Once we confirm closing above this downtrend here, that's when we bought in. So I have officially bought into XRP, specifically stop loss clearly set closer to like 73 cents here. Swinging back to the daily charts here, you can see we bought in the second we saw confirmation here at like 77, 78 cents here. Stop loss clearly set closer to 73 to 74 cents here. And we bought in using Bityard. Hopefully you guys are familiar with Bityard. Link in the description if you haven't, but definitely make sure to sign up on Bityard. They're the #1 leverage trading platform. You can see not only do they have all these cryptocurrencies, they have XRP, which many exchanges currently don't offer. So it's very exciting. They have a ton of other altcoins too, which is very cool. Shiba Inu. They have Dogecoin, so on and so forth here. So definitely make sure to check it out. Sign up. A trade position is currently in and active right now on Bityard. And they also, what's really cool is if you haven't already, definitely make sure to sign up in the link and then click on Mystery Box, this tab here. You can actually earn free cryptocurrency. You can see get free crypto by clicking this link, and that's pretty much it. So definitely make sure to sign up, get your leverage trade in. That's what we did. I currently am in a position right now on Bityard. I'm waiting to do it for Bitcoin too. I've only done it on XRP so far, so I'm very excited to go over that. But you can see here what's interesting, and I know I'm bouncing all over the place in today's video, but there are a lot of topics that we do have to talk about in regards to the fact of the markets are finally breaking bullish. We're finally starting to see some pretty substantial swings on the S&P 500. But you can see the past couple of days on S&P, we've been trading fairly bearish here. We hit a resistance, this top resistance at 47.96, and prices for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days have been fairly bearish here, swinging to the downside here. We hit a support. You can see how this is a big support that we've been tracking on the S&P 500 for quite some time now. And I discussed, and if you watched yesterday's video, we also mentioned the fact that there's a good chance we're going to hit the bottom and start to swing back to the upside, which is exciting. So it's not 9 o'clock yet, but when 9 o'clock opens, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can break above this resistance, because this has been a crucial pain in the butt resistance for quite some time now. You can see on numerous occasions why this is drawn out, because since November 8th or November 9th here, which is also similar to when the bearish drops actually started on XRP and crypto. Look at this, November 8th and November 9th, right here was when we started this bearish formation on the cryptocurrencies on XRP, and that's when this started here on resistance for the S&P 500. So we've had a problem zone for the longest time now on the S&P 500. At the same time, cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and all these altcoins have been forming bearish. Look at the timing, November 8th, November 9th. So there is definitely a pattern here. November 8th, November 9th, bearish market. We've been in a lower high formation. Prices swung from all-time highs all the way down to bottom support at 40 or like 40K, 39,000. S&P 500 has had a problem here. Yes, we went higher, but has had a problem here since then. Since then, we've been kind of stuck here. This is going to come to an end, though, eventually. If we decide to keep trading like this, we are going to break it at some point or another, because you can see just in regards to how this is trading here, let's say we just continue to pile into this. At some point, we are going to consolidate, fill in the gap. Then we're going to see a break to pretty substantial highs. I even think with the Feds creating some hawkish information about the minutes in regards to raising rates, and in regards to lowering the amount of bonds that they are buying, I do believe still we are going to continue to see markets swing higher until proven otherwise here. But hopefully today we open up and we can break through it. But the past 2 days have shown significant signs of recovery while we've been in this bearish movement. And you can see crypto has been in a bearish movement, and now we're starting to see recovery. So it's quite ironic to see how cryptocurrency has been doing fairly well and trading very similar to the S&P 500. And I made a video you can see on the channel here, which hopefully you guys should watch. I recommend watching it. I put a lot of effort into this. Watch this video here, how the Fed is crashing the crypto market, how cryptocurrency is now very much so intertwined with the way stocks are forming. I find it quite interesting. So definitely make sure to check that out here. But also at the same time, this article was put out in regards to Bitcoin trading in tandem with stocks. This chart shows that the relationship as markets face a more hawkish Fed. The argument has long existed, but some Bitcoin supporters have touted the cryptocurrency as digital gold, a hedge against inflation and the store of value. But others point point out that Bitcoin lately has been trading in tandem with sentiment around the stock market, especially during the past few months, as investors adjust the Federal Reserve plans to tighten financial conditions for the first time in nearly 2 years, and sooner than previously expected. As evidence of that trend, the 100-day correlation between Bitcoin and stocks represented a very similar movement. On Tuesday, the highest level since July 2020, according to the Dow Jones market data. What's more, the 60-day correlation between the S&P 500 and the highest price since 2010, early days of cryptocurrencies. So I definitely see a very similar correlation with the way these markets have been forming here. Now, I'm not going to go in depth about this article, but I do find it quite interesting that we're starting to see Bitcoin move very similar with the way these other cryptocurrencies have been moving. There was also another article put out that does say, of course, I can't see it right now. Let's see if I can refresh this quick. There we go. Bitcoin could rise to 75,000 this year to top record highs. I think that's going to happen, and I do believe we're probably going to go much higher than that. If not, it's without a doubt guaranteed that we are going to go and retest it. We retested 68K. We're definitely going to 75 very easily. But I do believe, and I'm a strong believer, that bottom is in on these cryptos. I really do believe that that's what's going to happen right now. I mean, we've been tracking this massive symmetrical triangle Elliott wave for the longest time now, and we've been looking for a bottom. We have a clear, massive moving average right here where we retested green band, where we have seen major reversals in the past here. So here we are doing it again. Clear price floor, clear Bollinger Band. We have a clear uptrend. We have the bottom of point C here. So I do expect the movement right now from XRP from its current price, 78 cents, all the way up to $1, like 94 cents. And then pulling that stop loss all the way up there, and then with expectations of $1.07. And then also, obviously, in case we decide to dip, that's what the stop loss is there for. But it looks like we hit the bottom, and I do believe point C is going to move to point D, very similar to what we saw on Chainlink here. And then you can see zooming in right now, just that falling wedge. It's just so beautiful to look at. The falling wedge has clearly been broken, and we're starting to see a swing to the upside here. And the biggest giveaway is the relative strength indicator starting to see, with this major downtrend here, a confirmation break above this as prices are starting to rise. So we have an entry, a leverage in on Bityard here. Recommend, that's what I would do. That's what I did. And we're looking for other cryptocurrencies to do it too. The problem with Ethereum in regards to me buying in is we're still inside a very, very, very substantial falling wedge. So it was definitely hard to want to buy into this. You can see there's a massive falling wedge on this coin. So, and there's a lot of room left to finish out and complete its downtrend here. So that's why I didn't buy in yet. Clearly, we did discuss that this was a bottom here. If you wanted to be more of a risky investor, you could have bought in with anticipation for a rise at least up to 3360, if confirming a break above this resistance, maybe even higher up to 4200. But with XRP and the fact that it closed above its falling wedge, it was more of a conservative trade, and that's why I did it. But Ethereum, as expected, every cryptocurrency was expected to rise, and that's what we're seeing now. So you can clearly see XRP is rising, and as expected, the entire market was going to move. Ethereum is rising as well off its bottom support, still inside a major falling wedge, but it is moving up. And then Bitcoin, which just today actually broke out of its falling wedge, which is pretty exciting here. There's a good chance we'll be buying in on Bitcoin too, because it is starting to trade outside the falling wedge here. We discussed yesterday there was a big chance of a short squeeze. Bottom looked like it was in. We had a very tough time. The bears had a very tough time breaking through major support at 40K, being that is a major mental barrier. We held above on numerous occasions, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 days of the solid sideways trends, huge recoveries in regards to the wicks. 2 days ago scared me. I thought we were going to be breaking below here. We didn't, God bless. And now we're starting to swing above. So there's a good chance we're going to see a pretty substantial recovery. I'd say at least up to like 50K here. And you can see zooming into the 4 hour, once again, very similar to XRP, just a little bit more consolidated, where it's taking a little bit longer here. You can see stair-stepping falling wedge pattern here, just confirmed breaking through that. You can also see on the daily here how we were also oversold, retesting oversold. There was a lot of indicators saying that we were going to be breaking fairly bullish on Bitcoin. You could clearly see major resistance, consolidation, major support. Here we are retesting it again, expectations of a bullish run to the upside. That's exactly what's starting to happen here. And then zooming to the weekly, you can see once again, major uptrend we've drawn here, major uptrend, clear supports, clearly bouncing off support here, clearly bouncing off here. Here we are retesting it again, major price floor, major uptrend, good chance we're going to bounce off that and start the next run. That's what I think is going to happen, at least short term. Maybe not all-time highs, but definitely continuing that movement here. So that's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode, guys. Hopefully that shows you that, we bought into XRP. I do plan on buying into Bitcoin when we can confirm closing tonight above this falling wedge here, which should happen. And I do want to talk more about Clifford Inu with you guys. I just wanted to show you something cool, though, if I can find their address here. Just something you should do with pretty much all the cryptocurrencies. If I can just find their wallet address, I could probably do it on the CoinMarketCap. So check this out. So if you grab their Ethereum contract address, I know this works on Etherscan. I'm not sure about other cryptos. You type this in here when you want to do your own research on these cryptos here. So look, tracker Clifford Inu. So look at this. If you click on this right here, it'll bring you over to holders. And then you can zoom in and change the token holders right here. And you can get a pie chart showing you guys the distribution of these tokens. And you can see how legitimate these tokens are. So obviously with every cryptocurrency meme coin, do some research. But you can see why this Clifford Inu specifically is a little less risky or scary to me because of the distribution that they have. So you can see here, total supply. I don't even know how to pronounce that. But you do see that there's 11,700 specific token holders, which is good. That's good. There's quite a bit of distribution, and you can see majority of that actually is distributed. Now, you do need to check it out, and you can see here in regards to where the whales are, so on and so forth. There is an other accounts, which is 37%. I do believe that this is probably their marketing wallets and whatever else they use it for. Maybe their liquidity pools. But I do believe this is the owner of the wallet, whatever's held away in escrow, whatever's used as liquidity. That's what I mean. For their own staking program, that's what I believe this is for, as well as their marketing campaign. This is a null address. So this specifically represents the amount of tokens that have been burned, 17%. These are where I'd be a little worried. These are the whales of the tokens, 7.4%. If this sold off, that's pretty substantial. And then you can even see, you can go in depth and see how much they're actually holding. So the 7.4% is holding 74 million tokens here, and you can do some quick math and see the price is currently this. So if we pull up a calculator, hopefully I can do that real quick, type in the amount, and then we multiply it, times it by the price here, you can see how much they're actually holding. This coin is holding here. So then we type in, or this whale's holding equals, this is how much. So it's 100 here, 4,237,186. So there is a token holder out there that holds $4.5 million worth of this token. Then we have a 4.9%, and then majority is distributed. So it is looking good. But with that being said, guys, I do want to talk more about Clifford Inu with you. I want to give a huge shout out to Clifford Inu for sponsoring today's episode. As with all crypto projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, Clifford Inu launched on December 15th in 2021, not too long ago, on the Inuyasha launchpad with massive growth of over 40,000% in its first week of trading. And Cliff is a highly deflationary token on the Ethereum blockchain that never stops growing through the use of true deflationary techniques and further income generation. Now, they are also even listed on Uniswap as well as Bityard, with rumors of another exchange listing coming very soon. Now, currently 10% of the buys and 15% of the sells go into the LP pool, and they use the funds in the liquidity pool to buy and burn tokens, pushing the price up and protecting investors from extreme price swings on the downtrends. Now, speaking of burns, they also did a 1 million buyback and burn on New Year's Eve, which was pretty crazy. Now, at the same time, this doesn't compromise the liquidity pool, as it's always regenerating through trading volume, and a lot of the tokens in the space use the buyback technique through selling tokens first through the contract and then buying them back. Now, that causes a negative price impact, but Clifford Inu's innovative contract allows them to detach parts of the liquidity and use it to buy tokens and then burn them. Now, moreover, they do not rely on the tokenomics to carry out the project. Part of the marketing wallet goes into diversified portfolios of investments, and the profits are then reinvested back into the Clifford Inu project, whether into the form of more buys and burns or funding marketing campaigns, and maybe even expanding the use case. But so far, their investment portfolio includes 100,000 in Ethereum name service, a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, 100K plus worth of lands in the sandbox, and many other investments. Now, furthermore, Clifford Inu has placed a huge focus on marketing, brand exposure, brand awareness, and even giveaways to provide longevity to the product. And with just being over 2 weeks old, the team has evidently showed a commitment to seeing Clifford Inu at the forefront among projects which have launched on the Ethereum blockchain. Now guys, the team is also dedicated to ensuring the security of the project and its investors, and they have currently onboarded one of the leading blockchain auditing firms known as Certic, which will undertake a comprehensive review of the project's contract. Now guys, the crypto community has responded extremely well and supportive to Clifford Inu's delivery and approach, which can be seen in their Telegram. And in summary, Clifford Inu aims to continue to deliver an ecosystem that benefits its token holders through a unique contract approach, which at the same time building a community that is inclusive, supportive, and dedicated to the project's success. Now with that in mind guys, they have just recently launched a raffle, and the first of which is live from the 16th of January to the 23rd of January, where people can purchase a ticket for 4.5 million Cliff, the native token, and get a ticket into the lottery, which the first lottery will have a $100,000 reward worth of Cliff tokens, and the first will receive 30% of the pool, second place will receive 20% of the pool, and third place will receive 10% of the pool. Now the remaining 40% of the tokens will be burnt, which adds to the hyperdeflationary concept, so keep that in mind. The 100k worth of tokens is the first of many giveaways, and for the next ones, the more people who obviously enter, the greater the reward pool will be for participants. So guys, definitely make sure to check out the links in the description down below, where you can learn more about their coin, giveaways, as well as even join their socials like Telegram. Otherwise guys, huge shout out to Clifford Inu for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.